Life and wonders of the Pollo de Arrecife, Reef chicken. One of the most emblematic wrestlers in the mid-20th century in the Canary Islands was Heraclio Niz Mesa from Lanzarote, known as the Pollo de Arrecife. He was born in the town of Maguez on July 27, 1929. He was baptized in the Church of La Luz, in Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, because it was cheaper than doing it in Lanzarote, but he was registered in the court of Arrecife. The first sport he played was soccer, playing goalkeeper and midfielder for Torrelavega. In the mid-40s he began to take up Canarian wrestling by chance. He was suspended from football and the Los Majos de Arrecife team, which was fighting in Tau, was short of players. They put him on a truck, he went to Tau, fought and knocked down 2 opponents. There he began his career in the vernacular sport. He was versatile. He died at the age of 80 in May 2010, as he was also a boxer, a blacksmith and a film extra, appearing in more than 20 films. On his return from Gran Canaria, he worked as a municipal guard in Arrecife thanks to Mayor Pepin Ramirez, who discouraged him from going to Venezuela or Tenerife, as he was offered a job there. He became head of the municipal police and stood out for his treatment of others, which earned him the Medal of Tourism Merit awarded to him by Minister Fraga Iribarne. He would later also receive the Cross of the Order of the Knight of Cisneros. Heraclio Niz himself said that in the letter they sent him, it said Heraclio Niz Mesa, Pollo de Arrecife, and when they told Fraga the reason for that name, because he was the head of the municipal police, he replied that, "There are many heads of the municipal police in Spain, there is only one Pollo de Arrecife." After his beginnings in wrestling, he went to Gran Canaria in his early years where he fought in Kruger, Tumbador and Rumbo. After returning to Lanzarote, he continued fighting for 3 more years on the Round Island, in San Gregorio, and reinforcing teams such as Vencedor, Castro Morales and different teams until 1961. In July 1961, Abel Cardines said that there was no man in the Canary Islands who could beat him, and Pollo de Arrecife went and challenged him. Not only did he win, but it sent him to the hospital with a broken collarbone. The press of the time called him the Madman of Madness, because he faced the great Cardines, retired, without training, and managed to beat him. Despite not being active, in 1967 he was signed by Haria, who had been left without a prof, finishing that year runner-up in Lanzarote in a final against San Bartolome, who had Verdalada. He devoted himself to his role as municipal police officer in Arrecife. His character and way of treating visitors made him very popular, becoming an icon of the capital of Lanzarote. Don Juan, the father of the King of Spain, had a lot of regard for me, and in 1977, on one of his visits to the island, he sent the captain of the yacht to look for me to see me, since for protocol reasons it would have been impossible. When we saw each other, I hugged him with great emotion, she said with satisfaction in the television interview. In 2017, Arrecife City Council inaugurated a sculpture dedicated to Heraclio Niz Mesa, Pollo de Arrecife, installed at the beginning of Calle Real. Later, in 2019, the island's council decided that the wrestling ground at the Arrecife Sports City would bear the name of the famous former wrestler. In his country he was a prophet, recognized during his lifetime and after his death, to the pride of all who knew him and were able to enjoy his affable, generous and helpful personality.